Support the show that supports the scene. Patreon.com/BRLSON. It's pretty much $1 a show. Plus, I'll give you extra stuff, exclusive shows and content, and there are levels to this game as well, including a advertising package, which is cheaper than our normal one. So sign up and support the show that supports your scene. Patreon.com/BRL, son.
BRL, son.
Peace, this is Nelson Dialect. You're tuned in to Beats, Rhymes and Life.
This is ISB. You're listening to BRL.
This is Optimus from the almighty Downside Crew.
Yeah, this is Nick Lupi from One Day Spit Syndicate.
What up, it's 360. You're listening to Beats, Rhymes and Life.
Peace, family. This is El Fresh the Lion on Beats, Rhymes and Life. Stay tuned. This is where hip-hop lives.
It is BRL all across Australia on the Community Radio Network. And now joining us on the phone is a gentleman currently sitting in the iTunes charts. But also, he's got that old school feel and some bars and some flows to go with. Teaching some of those younger cats a bit of a lesson. And I say that as someone pushing 40 now, myself. But now joining us on the program, we have Tommy Baker. How you doing? Tommy Baker, how do you take your coffee?
How do I take my coffee? Double espresso with cold milk in the top.
Ooh, that's a very Melbourne order of you.
Yeah, we mix it up down here. We're all coffee snobs.
Absolutely.
No 7-Eleven coffee going on down here.
No, I'm a basic bitch on that regard. And I've said before, I'm a cap with two kind of guy.
Yeah.
But you guys, Perth's got a decent coffee culture. We've got some pretty good places here. But yeah, nothing quite beats one of those Melbourne boutique level coffees. So it's just that cut above.
It's getting pretty out of control with the coffee situation here. Yeah, I haven't been to Perth in years actually, but yeah, I'm itching to get back. Definitely, I'll grab a cup of coffee when I'm there.
Absolutely, I'll recommend some good places for you. Now, let's talk about this album. Give us some of those credentials, because the sounds of the record and everything, and a few of the guests that you've got on as well. It sounds like you've been around the Melbourne scene for an absolute massive amount of time. Give us some credentials on Tommy Baker.
No, I guess, for instance, when I was writing the album, I wanted it to sound like, a product of when I was growing up, sort of late 90s, early 2000s.
It definitely has that vibe.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what Mixer Mike and Mixer Mike's the producer, Michael O'Connell, talented man. That's what we were going for. So, we did it all with, old equipment, tried to keep it as less digital as possible. Sort of, it was fun to do it like that, sort of step back in time and make it like a, 90s art piece sort of.
That was a very deliberate kind of thing, because that was one thing that I was noticing. It does have that sort of late 90s Melbourne sound to it. It is sort of very, deadly and prowler in that kind of regard. Yeah,
well, that's it. I mean, first time I heard Aussie rap, the first rapper I ever heard was Bias B.
Wow, not even like a Snoop Dogg or a Naughty by Nature. Bias B.
No. Like I'd heard shitloads of American rap. I've always loved rap since I was a pup. But the first Aussie rap I ever heard was Bias B, and rapping live on the radio on Saturday night on this show called The Formula, and it just sort of...
legendary show. For our audience, just quickly, The Formula is one of the OG Australian hip-hop radio shows. An absolute sort of legendary show. Just thought I'd let the audience know. I was thinking about The Formula today.
You can play the tape on YouTube as well, start to finish. Formula, nice. PBS 106.7.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I still chuck it on every now and then.
So
but that was my introduction.
Wow.
To Aussie rap, and then I'm sort of like, well, this is sick. It kind of Aussies were doing this, and then I pretty much ran straight to the pen and paper there, And I've just been into it ever since. And I've been lucky enough that like Bias B's sort of taken me under his wing. You know, mentoring me a bit. We've ended up being pretty good mates, and you know, Fraze as well. Like, I met Fraze back in the day, and then you know, he owns the studio with Mixer Mike that we make the music in. So, you know, he's always popping in there. He's really good influence. He turned out to be like, you know, one of my best mates too. So, yeah, it's all the cards are lining up.
And speaking of Fraze, because Fraze is one of my sort of favorite topics to sort of think about at the moment. I'm trying to pin him down for like a long form sort of podcast interview, because I want to know what happened there. Like, he was kind of the next big thing, and then sort of got market corrected in a way, and I think that spot was taken by Illy in a way. I think Fraze might have gone in a different direction than Illy did, but it's interesting to sort of see where that happened, and I would love to know, you know, kind of like, well, you know, that there's that part. It's like, what did he do in the last sort of 10 to 12 years? He's, you know, jumped on a couple of tracks, and I think one of his first like full-length verses in a decade's on your album.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky. That was a lucky day. Like I was making the song, and he was, you know, just chilling on the couch in the studio, and then just out of the blue, he's like, "Hey, do you reckon I could jump on this track?" And I'm just like, "Mate, like,
yeah,
get in there, please." So, and yeah, it sort of took off from there. But yeah, I mean, I'll give you his number. You can give him a bell and ask whatever you need to know.
Oh wow! Well, we have, you know, sort of underneath the curtain, we have discussed it. It's just sort of finding the time between you know, his real life job and responsibilities, and also, you know, my real life job and responsibilities. It's sort of hard to tie that stuff down, but I'll definitely want to get that happening. But let's talk about the success. Like, you're in the iTunes hip hop charts currently. It's doing well.
Look, yeah, I didn't even know. I got a text message from Bias yesterday showing me. So, yeah, it was a pretty nice surprise, you know, because, I mean, we only put the album up, like, I think 8 days ago. And it's just taken off. Like, you know, I've shared it on Instagram and Facebook, and, you know, I've had people messaging me who I don't even know. And so, yeah, it's a pretty good feeling. Like, I didn't expect any of that to happen. It was just, for me, it was just fun. It was just a lot of fun making it, and I was happy with that. Anything else is a bonus.
Absolutely. And it also shows that there's still an audience for that sound as well, which gives me confidence in the sort of a couple of episodes I've got coming up of this program, where I go a bit deeper on those dives and play some like stuff from Rock the City and some of those old Nuff Said records and that kind of stuff. So you know, that people still like that style of hip hop out there. So yeah, now that you've got this out there, you've got an album full of songs. Are you planning to sort of do some gigs here and there?
Well, yeah, I was just talking with my producer about that just earlier. Initially, I wasn't planning on it, but I mean, you know, it could be fun. I mean, yesterday just opened up a whole new doorway for me when I found out that, you know, the album's really popping. So, yeah, I mean, why not? Definitely, I mean, I'm up for anything. And, I mean, I'm already halfway through the second album.
Wow. Not messing around.
Yeah, no, like, that's it. I mean, I'm getting a bit older these days, so I don't go out nightclubbing. So just go to the studio, grab some beers, and then we just, I mean, you could call it get to work, but it's not really work for us, you know, because we're just having a good time in there. So,
absolutely. Like that vibe, that idea just sort of takes me back to sitting in people's studios back in the day. I'm from Perth, so every so often I would get to hang out in some, Perth rap areas and see the inside of studios and that kind of thing. And you're like, oh yeah, it's cool to sort of hang out this way. Doesn't happen so much anymore, but I'm a bit more reclusive these days, and I don't have anywhere near as much as time. When you're 19, you got all the time in the world.
That's true. The good old days. Yeah.
It was the good old days. Now, the album Toby Baker, it is available pretty much everywhere now. So for everyone, we'll play another track from this record. But congratulations on this success, and we look forward to more from you.
Thanks so much, bro. Thanks for your time. Thanks for having me, man.
Dropping EDM, hip-hop, and a bunch of best beats programs around. If you want bangers, you'll be in the right place with Tune One. Tune1.com.au. That's tune1.com.au. Tune One, proud show sponsor.